Stephen CASSIUS for IFL team in association with MTK Global. We're at the press conference here for KELL BROOK and ERROL SPENCE. I'm joined by trainer DOMINIC INGLE. Well, I don't know who was having the fight there, you and Derrick, his trainer, or KELL and ERROL?
Yeah, I just asked him if in a previous occupation he was an accountant, because he seems to be very good with numbers. He's actually gone through the boxing record and worked out KELL's opponents and how many rounds they've lost and won. And obviously I ain't done my job properly, because I just counted how many fights ERROL won: 21, 18 by knockout. His height 5'9½", southpaw, and about an 80% knockout ratio. I didn't actually go into depth, so I think I've not really covered all the base. I'm going to go back now, get on BoxRec, and crunch the numbers on ERROL Spence's record and see if I can come up with any confidence boosters, but I don't think I'm going to be able to.
His main problem, ERROL's trainer seemed to be in the press conference that Golovkin was being brought up, even though that was technically, obviously, an opponent that KELL would lost to.
Yeah, I mean, obviously KELL weren't bringing that up. It's obviously the crowd talking about his last fight. It makes it more interesting, because what can you really say about ERROL Spence's, opponents? What can you say? But his last fight, or the guys he's boxed, there's nothing significant there, on his record. But whether there's anything significant there or not, it's not really the point. The guy we're fighting is ERROL Spence. We're not fighting any of his opponents, and he's not fighting Golovkin. It's just an interesting, topic, because KELL's here in a press conference 6 months after boxing Golovkin. Golovkin boxed last week, and the guy should know. Derrick James, is it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Should know that. Maybe because it's just relevant at the time. Nobody's saying that losing to Golovkin is a plus. It isn't. He just answers a few questions. KELL got a good chin. He can mix it with guys who are big. He can mix it with punches. That's what you're taking away from that fight. And ERROL Spence's selling his self on, and his trainer on, that he's big, he's strong, he's a big puncher, he's a better boxer. Well, he's not stronger than Golovkin, is he? So Golovkin couldn't knock KELL down, so what chances ERROL Spence? It's not smart, is it really?
A lot of people, as Eddie said in the press conference, thought that KELL wouldn't come back down to 147 and wouldn't face ERROL Spence as his mandatory challenger, but proved wrong.
I think even ERROL Spence thought that, and obviously they're wrong on that point, aren't they? So it's like you say, you can always assume what you think people are going to do, but the only person who knows what they're going to do is them. Maybe Eddie Hearn didn't know, maybe even I didn't know what KELL wanted to do, maybe KELL didn't want to know. But the fact is that KELL is going to go back down to 147 and fight ERROL Spence, and I think they're 100% confident, just like they're 100% confident they're going to win this fight. They're 100% confident that KELL weren't going to take this fight, and he has. So they've been wrong on that one, and there's a very, very good chance they're going to be wrong on what the outcome of the fight is as well.
Obviously, what was brought up there regarding opponents was KELL's best win versus, in their opinion, ERROL Spence's best win, Chris Algieri and Sean Porter on your side.
Yeah.
So,
you think that was a good point?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Well, that was the topic of conversation, wasn't it? So if you're going by best opponents, they were countering with how long KELL had been pro for, but it's just all talk, I suppose.
It's all talk. Sean Porter beat Devon Alexander, who KELL was supposed to fight for the title. And nobody gave him a chance, I don't think. And then he went out and jumped on Paul Malignaggi and beat him up. He had two good wins before he boxed KELL. If you look at all the way through ERROL's opponents, the guys he beat haven't beat anybody. So the best guy he boxed was Chris Algieri, 10 stone. I think he was actually 10 stone champion, and he moved up to welterweight. So he's beat a small guy, a non-puncher. And and admitted, Spence admitted that's in his opinion, that's his best win. And for me, there's a big jump between Chris Algieri and KELL. You look at another kid on his record, Van Heerden, not a bad kid from South Africa, durable and everything else. Nothing to him. Another one who came up from 10 stone, I think, and made short work of him. But there's nothing on his record where you'd look and think, he's beat that guy, or he's there's a decent guy on his record. There isn't. So if we're being honest, KELL's best win was Sean Porter at the end of, when he won the world title, and is Algieri. And like I say, we put them two in together. Algieri won't probably get past about 5 or 6 rounds with Sean Porter. But like I say, we're not fighting Porters, we're not fighting Algieris, they're fighting each other. You make all the comparisons you want.
Just finally, you're not going to fight Derrick on the undercard then, Dominic?
No, I mean, I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I'm not even good at that, so I'm not going to be challenging him out. So we'll see how it goes. Unless he puts it on me at some point, I'll have to be on my toes.
Dominic Ingle, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV,
No
and we'll
problem.
catch up with you soon, mate.